Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops.
That was a bad sign. I'm hitting him inside with short shots. I hear him grunting. I hear him breathing. So I'm computing all of that stuff. So nothing is a given. I didn't know for sure, but I knew I just got to keep working. I got to keep chopping. I got to keep working. And boom, the right hand landed. From that point on, I just had to land the right shot. That's why I just kept trying to go back down there. And he's bending over, making it hard for me to get the shot. So that's why some of them landed on the belt line. But they can try to create a controversy if they want, man. It happened the way it was supposed to happen, and I don't know what else to say.
Can you speak to his body failing twice in 2 fights?
I don't think his body fit. I mean, you could say that.
In addition to what you
I just think that, like, that's who he is. Like, that's who he is. And you can hire whoever you want to hire. You're not going to be able to compete condition-wise with somebody that's been stacking years of conditioning. You may have the greatest 12 weeks, 8 weeks, you can go to high altitude, but you're only going to be as good as you can be for that 8 weeks. You know, but we've been consistently banging away at this thing for 10, 12 years. And I knew when if it came to a stamina matchup, which it did, was nip and tuck, nip and tuck, nip and tuck, I knew he was going, like I felt like I was getting stronger, and I felt like he was.
And can I add one more question? At the end of this fight, Dante and I loved each other. And can you talk about the hope that you, Kevin Durant, the Golden State Warriors, and you put the hope back in the city?
I mean, man, the Warriors, the Dubs, man, they've been doing a great job for the last few years. That's that. And then obviously winning this championship was huge. And then the pressure was on me. The media kept saying, okay, now it's your turn. So I'm glad I was able to come through on my end, and the fellas came out and supported and showed love. And I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I don't read too much, you know, but I know, like, the guys that are out there pushing and fighting and trying to get people to see things, you know, the right way. I know that y'all been doing your thing, man, and I know people try to, you know, quiet y'all down and stuff like that. And I couldn't tell you, man, guys like yourself, or even just people that were texting me, people saying, man, I need you to do this for us. Like, it was a lot of people, man, that really wanted this victory for a lot of different reasons, and I'm just blessed, man, to be able to come out on top.
Now, what about the people, I knew this because I talked to the people you sparred with and they told me, but what about the people that underrated your power and said you simply don't have what it would take to stop the crusher and things of that sort with your power?
What's the name? Excuse me. What's the name? I gotta put a name on here. What's the name? What is it? CECI. There you go. I think, you know, the type of puncher that I am a draining type of fighter. You know, where the type of shots I hit you with, it's kind of like Floyd. You know, he can't punch, but you look up in the 6th round and you're exhausted. Body shots, sharp shots to the head, and you missing shots. Like, so I'm a draining type of puncher, but I know if I get the right shot in there, I know I can wobble you, I know I can get you out. And it showed tonight. And I told everybody this week, I was like, man, don't be surprised, man. I'm not predicting nothing. I'm not saying I'm going for it, but he can be had. And Kovalev's been on the canvas a lot. Nobody talks about that. And to his credit, he's gotten up and stopped dudes for the most part, so you got to give him credit for that. But he can be had if he got hit right. And man, he got hit on the button. That right hand felt good.
For you, shit.
Shit. I got
And this seemed like a situation where the bully doesn't like to get bullied.
Yeah.
And I noticed every time that, like, let's say he landed a good jab, your instinct was to jump right on him and like get that get back, so it like suppresses his moment.
Yes, that's it. Like that, those are the ebbs and flows. Those are the little battles and skirmishes that happen.
So you never really had like any kind of rhythm.
I'm not trying to concede anything. I'm not trying to concede a moment in that fight. And there's times he gonna get off and, man, okay, I couldn't get that back. But my goal is to try to let you know I'm here. And he feels that intensity. You know, those are the unspoken things. Boom, okay. Most guys make, boom, I got you back. You know, or maybe you call me with a 2-piece, and I'm right back on you, hitting you with a body shot. Like, you got to do those kind of things if you're going to break a guy like that down, because if he's able to stay a front runner, it's going to be hard to break him. You got to take him into territory he's not comfortable with.
Are you excited to hear Jim Lampley's commentary?
A little bit. It should be interesting, yeah.
It was your right hand this time.
Yes. I was trying to get some get backs for that knockdown. I wasn't happy about that. I wasn't happy about that.
Hey, Ward, you talk about how everyone was calling you up and they're like, you got to do this for us. Was this fight kind of analogous to like a Joe Louis versus Max Mellon? Because it seemed like it was more than just who wins this fight. It seemed like it was bigger than that.
I think it was like, I just think it was a lot of people that kind of felt like they've seen a trend in my career and in other people's careers where they're not getting the credit, you know, and I'm not going to demand that kind of stuff, whatever, like, whether I get it or not, I got to stay focused and do my job. But people, they see things. They read things, you know, they're feeling a certain kind of way, like, look, man, why is this happening? So I really felt like, and it really wasn't a storyline, but behind the scenes, man, I felt the pressure of people saying, bro, dude, I can show you text message after text, man, do this, man, please, do, like, begging me, like, do it, man, don't let them get away with this type of thing. And I was like, man, like, this is serious, like, this ain't just a boxing match, like, people are feeling a certain way about the first fight and things that are being said, and they really want me to win this fight. So it was pressure, but it was super encouraging too, man. It really was. And I felt loved, I felt supported, and it was just a cool feeling, man. It was a cool feeling.
Before the stoppage, did you have a sense of where you thought the fight was in terms of the score?
I gotta watch it, but I think I was up like maybe 4-2. But again, it depends on how you're seeing it. Some people probably had a 3-3. Some people may have had him up 4-2. I don't think he definitely won no 4 rounds, but when you get a stoppage, man, it don't matter.
Right.
I could have been down 6-0. It don't matter.
What do you think of just, like, I know you're a true professional, but the poor sportsmanship on the podium? Kovalev said you were son of judges, but it didn't even go to the judges.
He said that again today?
Yeah, he at the podium he said, oh, son of judges did it or something, but I mean it didn't go to the judges.
I would just, yeah, I know that was the plan. Like, I would just say this and then I'll just leave it alone. Like, I think for him and his team right now, less is more. The less they say, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that it's just not a good look. It's no sweat off of my back or nothing like that. Like, it's not gonna change anything we got going on.
I got another question. Just because you were knocked down in the second round, in this fight, did the second round, were you like, man, I got to be cautious just because of the number 2?
I didn't feel overly cautious or nothing like that. I just was determined, like, I'm not touching that canvas. Like, and those are the kind of, like, that's the mental rep. And you still may touch the canvas, but in my mind, it's like, and it's not a boastful thing, but that's like the self-talk that I go through a camp. Like, I'm not touching the canvas. It ain't happening. Like, that's just, those are the things you tell yourself when you prepping and training camp, when you're running up them hills, like, I'm not touching the canvas. And it's amazing how the body will respond. You look at Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello, he made up his mind, I'm not going nowhere tonight. And some of those shots he got hit with would have crushed many a man, but that night, I'm not going nowhere. When you talk about Hagler and Hearns, Hearns asked Hagler, how did you stay up? He said, I wasn't gonna fall. It's a mentality, man. So I didn't like being down there. I didn't like the look on my family's face in the locker room. I didn't like it, man. I don't feel like I should be on that canvas. I don't like being on the canvas at all. I don't do sit-ups on the canvas. I don't bend down and tie my shoe on the canvas. I don't like being on the canvas for no reason.
What did you tell Kovalev at the weigh-in?
I just told him he got what he asked for. I just kept telling him, you got what you asked for. Then he gave his little grin. I said, you can smile all you want. You got what you asked for. That's all I told him.
Your defense looked real swift in this one. Was that just something that you knew that you had to incorporate?
I worked on it. I worked on it, man. I had my bro here, my little bro Simone. This dude, look at this dude's hands, man. This dude's a huge puncher, man.
What the?
You should be the DN. Those are DN hands.
Now you should play for the Warriors.
Hey, what the?
Hey, the boy can crack, man. And
What weight?
Light heavy.
Okay.
He's my top sparring partner this camp, and we hadn't sparred in years, man. He came through, and we got in some great rounds. We do 4-minute rounds. Sometimes we did 20-minute rounds.
You said what?
20-minute rounds, yeah. Where I have guys.
Yo, we gotta keep it moving.
I'd have guys come in like they get 5 minutes apiece. They come in. We had a
You
great.
like a hot in the gym.
We had a great. I'm gonna show y'all my sparring right here. I'll show y'all this real quick.
I appreciate you taking time with us, right?
It's all good.
Real talk.
Are you American?
We've been rocking with.
You just don't
This is how my sparring went this camp. Look. What are we looking at, Dre? So this is how I track my sparring, the dates. We got 9 rounds, 8 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 7, 12, 4, 12. Nah, it's good. It's good. 7 rounds, 20 minutes straight on that day. 8 4-minute rounds, which constitution of 11 rounds. Came back, did 10 4-minute rounds, which was really 13 rounds. We did 135 rounds in camp.
You did 12 rounds a week before the fight.
Yeah, Saturday before. Wow. Yeah. So. We work, man. We put in the work, man.
Congratulations, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all riding with me, man. Thank you.
All the time, Dre. Thank you, man. Real talk.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what it is?
Let's just keep moving. Keep moving.
What you said? No excuses, right? Ain't nothing else to talk about. You did what you said. That was a
Man, amazing.
There wasn't no threat.
I try to tell people, but some people are hard.
It's still gonna be hard, and I think that it just comes to the point where you just gotta be like, you know, you can't say.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no excuses. And the more you, like Roy said, the more you talk, the worse it's gonna be. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all let them go.
I'm telling you, video guys.
Alright, this is it for y'all, man. We gotta go through.
All right, Joey.
Thank you, bro. See you soon, bro.
Okay.
Y'all let them.
I'll holler at you, Joey.
You got you done. Media's done. All media's done.